come on. Man, I just be doing. Okay. That might not happen.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it two in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, they put it together in every phase.
Whatever,
good
bro.
Offense,
next year, I'm coming. I'm taking
defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's got Burton here.
That zone is open.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Trubisky will throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Niles Paul, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Hey, Brian. What's up, man? All right.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it
Terrible
away is
defensive
Tavecchio.
stance.
That'll be
A
taken
lot
in
of
the
things
end
we can
zone.
clean up. A lot of things we have to clean up.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. handoff here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now White. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, White. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check line 54. Line 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now White with a 1st down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Back up, man?
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Let's see here, Charles. He was
down. Did my man run into me? No, he didn't.
Six times last week, now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or a running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. White now, throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, boys. Bring it in.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And they'll get 8 of these before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for Mixon last week. 18 carries, 57 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon with a 1st down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a rough play.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
All right.
Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. Mixon hit.
There we go.
That's
what I'm talking about, baby.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That's what we needed.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup.
As soon as I see the alley about to run through it.
9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
On 2nd and 9. White. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
We got to start doing.
Here's White to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's White. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Did you even touch him? Wow. You supposed to be back blocking. Come on. What kind of...
No doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the play goes nowhere.
No, their
Losing
defense is
yardage
like...
back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here.
Why are they...
That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
I can't do nothing on these.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them.
I'm trying to figure out why they're 6 and 8.
Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Come on,
Best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got his man in. It's Green. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You got it. You got it.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, it's caught. Smith. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math.
Am I correct?
That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Check Mike 54. Mike, come on. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to the air on second down. White. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Here's White. That's caught by Hollister. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. White looks to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Where do we end up at? Right here. Well, we have to try that field goal.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away.
There we go.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field.
Right,
with the way this
out.
offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And again, this time to the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down. Now White. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
First down, New York.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. White. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try to move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. That is caught at the 7.
That's what I'm talking
And he
about.
will take it on in for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Giants have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky.
What in the world?
Allen Robinson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton.
I freaking hate that I can't keep up with these guys. One twitch and I'm like flying 12 yards the other way.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that
And I
much
knew they was going to
space,
one of them.
he's not even going to catch the football.
can't
He's
keep
going to run
up.
away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Thank you.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that one.
And they're going to have another first
I got
down.
4
as the
receivers. He
tackle's
throws
made
it
at the
all
Giants'
between all 4.
25-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes that are going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Come on,
Yeah,
y'all.
the
Let's get it
deflection
stopped.
works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding out after absorbing
Get a
that big
fumble,
hit.
bro.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Smashing these cats.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time
Yo,
of year.
their defense is just ridiculous.
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That's like my
How
blockers
about
don't
exactly
even
what you're talking
exist.
about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Off play action, here's White. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards and a giant first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
White. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him.
Dang.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Tackles, like
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Oh, my gosh.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. White. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there.
Hello,
third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes. It's not easy. Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
You could.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. White. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Yeah, we know.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
To throw again on 2nd down. White forced out. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, you guys do me so dirty, man.
Daylight ahead. 30.
You guys do me so dirty. It's just like, it's disgusting how dirty y'all do me, man.
Touchdown, Washington.
It's like, why are you making my man run so slow when you know he's faster than him? You don't let him pick up speed until... I shouldn't even read, though, really, to be honest with you. I should do it right there.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants now down by 11, 2:07 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Yeah, we know.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, White. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. White. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's
Can you
probably
run
what
around
he
the
wishes
block?
he had
Instead of
back.
acting like
He
you can.
wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the
Of course it wasn't a
scoreboard,
bad time.
Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
But your team needs to
Edge
execute.
rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're
They're
right.
not
Good
gonna
recognition defensively to snuff that one out. White on 3rd down. And this is intercepted.
I knew that was
And
gonna
that
happen.
should do it. Picked off at the 48. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man.
I can't believe
there.
we couldn't get it done.
3 yards
I
on the
really
pickup
felt like
there,
we was
and it'll
going to
be
blow them out
second
the water.
down.
Instead, they handled us like a bunch of
Imagine this will be on the
schoolgirls.
ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
That is so upsetting. Nothing we could do.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
Nothing
it
we can
brings
do.
up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
We got this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one's not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. White. That'll be
He was already
incomplete
moving
as
towards the
clock will
sideline
stop with
completely.
14 seconds remaining.
So y'all know how to. Y'all slick with it. Y'all slickety, slickety,
Here's 2nd
slick
and
with
10
it.
now from about the 32.
Let's put that team on the front. Mike.
Now White to throw again. That'll
Then
be
he drops.
incomplete with 9 seconds
right.
now showing on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Out of the gun, it's White. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 54. We own it. We own it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh,
and this is
shoot.
intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
We accept.
So the game will continue for
Yes,
at
it
least
will.
one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go into the corner, baby.
55 to Mike. Check 55.
This is going to the corner.
In Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking to throw. White. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Redskins, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Oh, boy. Alright, well, am I in a Pro Bowl? Let's see.
so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Got so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up.
I remember games, that's crazy.
What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots.
Isn't it another bye week though?
Your spot, sure don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. We gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
You overcome that.
Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold.
Dude is off the charts.
Hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter.
Oh, I am there. Look at that.
Damn saucin'. People let the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the out the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, they went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
PPP love, time to bring the bass bird.